Hello Blendies, welcome back to my review and also welcome to the newcomers. So today I brought the MDS, a Nightmare on Elm Street killer called Freddy Krueger. I mean, pretty sure everybody knows this killer, he's just way too iconic. And the actor himself, Robert Englund, managed to get into the Hollywood street recently, so massive congrats to him, and he is such a lovely actor. I love him as the actor, and the way how he pictured Freddy Krueger. He's the one and only Freddy Krueger in my heart, and he always will be. And as that said, I wanted to review my first Freddy Krueger figure. It's my first time showing Freddy figure in my out of all the videos that I have on my channel so far. So first time reviewing Freddy Krueger, I believe. And yeah, let's get straight to the review. So when we look at the front side of the box, you have Freddy himself inside a box over here. Quite simplistic. So MDS, by the way, stands for Mezco Designer Series, so do be aware of that. There's also a mega scale figure, which I have Jason in my shelf, so that is like 3 or 4 times bigger than this guy. So yeah, I mean, Jason's massive, but here it is, Nightmare on Elm Street. Look at that awesome picture of Freddy Krueger, the side of the box, going to the back side as well. It says some things at the back. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read this thing. And yes, we have more image of Freddy Krueger figure. The zoomed in stuff to his face. Look at that. At the bottom, for ages 15 and up. You got that, yeah? So yeah, let's get to the figure itself now and get rid of the box, because yeah, I want to show you and focus on the figure now. So here is our lovely one and only Freddy Krueger. And yeah, so this MDS generally isn't 6" of a scale, but this guy apparently stands about 7 inches in height, including the hat that he's wearing. And yeah, it is removable, by the way, so just gently pick it up like that. You see that. So let's have a look into his head sculpt. It is really nice. Those burnt flesh stuff, look at that. Kind of reminds me of pepperoni pizza all the time, every time I see his face. But look at that. I don't know, some of people who has trypophobia despises design. I know that for sure, because some of my friends did back then. I get where they're coming from. I actually do have trypophobia kind of thing, but not as much as I did before. And yeah, this is definitely a sick design. And yes, I like how the eyes are done for this guy. It's really cool. It is glossy. Look at that. You see that? It is glossy. His teeth is nicely done. A bunch of weathering to the teeth, because it is, I mean, he's supposed to look like that. So the ears, the flesh, again, like Mezco always impresses me with their quality and the overall detail of the figure. Though what I really am not a big fan of this specific figure is the seam, the massive seam you can see at the bottom of the face over here. But you know, if you look at the overall thing, it doesn't even bother me that much. Look at that. The seam. Yeah, the seam is there, but there are just way too much detail to the head sculpt itself that it distracts me, and makes me forget about the existing seam. So that is a good thing. So the detail leads all the way to his neck as well, like that. And let's get it to his sweater. Nicely patterned. You see a little bit of detail where his sweaters are a bit ripped. Dark green, a bit of dark red as well, all the way to his arm. And you have his super iconic, the slasher glove over here. The gardener's glove, is it? Yeah. It is really nice. I like how detailed it is. And I love the blades here as well. But just do be careful whenever you try to articulate his hand over here. No matter what kind of Freddy Krueger a figure you have, just do be careful with their claw, because you will never want to break that thing. It's definitely heartbreaking if you break your favorite action figure. Here it is. Another detail, the flesh, just like what he has on the face, on the hand. Really cool stuff. Really detailed. I like the detail of the fingernail as well. Like, Mezco did a really good job with this. And getting to his pants. Yep, see the pattern, see a bunch of like teeny tiny holes to the pants section. The wrinkles are really nicely done. The backside as well. Getting to the shoe. The bottom. Nice. Let's just have an overall look to the shoe, because I don't know, there are pretty much a lot of things going on to the detail of the shoe as well, and there's a bit too much to talk about. The strings there are nicely done. Like, you know, the problem when I just noticed whenever I try to show you something, the head is too big, that it creates a shadow at the bottom half of his, or 2/3 of his figure, so it's kind of hard to keep the light shining to the spot that I want to show you guys, but yeah, here it is. So yeah, that is it for the Freddy Krueger's detail. And getting to his Verada the hat, look at that. Well, yes, nothing crazy going on, but I mean, it's his hat. You can just tell it's a hat, so that's a good thing. And yeah, what you do is you just, you know, gently put this on his head, like that. Just gently put it on. You don't like try to push it and squeeze it into his head. You're gonna get scuffs if you're gonna do that thing, but just do be careful. So anyways, getting to his articulation, which I found quite impressive. His head does go up and down. There's a tilt, pivot. It's a ball joint, so he can move it side to side as well. So his arm do go up, go down. There's a hinge. It rotates 360. The elbows, there's a single swivel, but the cool thing about this is that you can make the arm look straight forward, just like that. And I'm going to show it with the other arm because it does it much better. So there's a cut for the both arm. You know how the sweater's pattern, it's from green to red, another green to red, and then the next section where green is, there is a swivel, so you can make the arm look like it's, you know, just straight down forward like that, without any major, you know, issues with the seam line. Like, can you really see where the joint is from just by looking at this? Because I cannot. And Mezco, I think they are really clever for making these kind of joints for this figure. That is awesome. So both his glove and his normal hand has a ball jointed wrist. He has a ball jointed waist over here. His boots rotate side to side, both of them, and that is it for the articulation. So nothing crazy with articulation, but the reason why I said it is amazing is, I mean, because honestly, I thought the wrists were gonna be just normal swivel joints. Didn't even expect this kind of figure to have a ball jointed waist either, and I found that quite impressive. And by the way, one of the best thing about this figure is that the way it is, how it's finalized. So if you're a type of collector just like myself who gets extremely bothered with scuffs so easily, you know, that once we create the scuff after we open the new figure and just, you know, you want to get rid of them, you know, it's frustrating to get scuffs and marks for us collectors sometimes. And when it comes to 100% plastic made out of figure, there might be a problem with the arm section, especially because you know how roughly these are textured and sculpted, and every time you try to use the hinge here and try to articulate the arm like that, which goes all the way into the socket of the torso where the arm attaches there, is being attached, and you pull it back downwards, and yes, most of the time it will create a smudge or like a scuff or marks and stuff like that. But this doesn't have any of those issues. No issues I've ever encountered with this particular figure. And I think Mezco really did brought you a quality figure with this Freddy Krueger. I think they really nailed it, and I really would love to recommend you, if you're a type of person or a collector who loves like Funko Pop stuff, but also do love slasher killers and wanted to look a bit more detailed than Funko Pop, then I think Mezco's MDS, the Mezco Designer Series, is a way to go. It is. I truly recommend you with my whole heart. Like, you will not regret getting these. So I got this guy for about $25-ish locally, because I got this as a second-hand item, and it was in really a good deal. It was a steal price, definitely. But yeah, if you manage to find one of these, you will love it. I highly recommend you to get it. And with the MDS series, they also have another killers, just like in the style of how this Freddy Krueger is, like Leatherface. We have Jason Voorhees. We have I don't think we have 6-inch MDS Terrifier, but we do have the 15-inch one. I'm pretty confident that's a thing. And we have Exorcist Regan, the Nun. We have much more killers that are quite famous, from this line. So do go check it out if you're interested to pick up at least one of these MDS figures. Try to find your favorite character, and why not go with it. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today's review. I really do love Freddy Krueger. He's the reason why I started my entire horror collection. Because he was my, childhood nightmare. And I don't know. There's this, he has this charm, there's just something that is quite, unique and quite, I don't know, I just like Freddy Krueger. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, I will come back with another review.